Hello, I'm Chef Almeida Fonseca. I'm a chef instructor for the Culinary Studio of America in Greystone. And today I'm going to present to you a confit salmon dish. And we are utilizing canola oil for its versatility, the mild flavor, and I'll be allowed to infuse great flavorful herbs and spices on my oil and confit my salmon to perfection on that. I'm going to be serving that with a compote made from fresh fennel and onions and a heirloom tomato and spinach orzo pasta, okay? So to begin the preparation over here, I got a beautiful piece of fresh salmon over here, and what I'm going to do is just simply going to salt. See that I just gently coat with a little bit salt. I just want to withdraw some of the moisture. This fish have a, high omega-3, and by confit on the canola oil that is infused with several flavors, it's going to end up to be a very healthy, very delicious dish, and you'll see. I'm going to begin my oil preparation. I have a canola oil, and again, canola oil is just wonderful, and the so versatile when it comes to cookery and temperature. This over here as confit, I want to confit no higher than 220 degrees, and you can do that stovetop as I'm going to do today, or you can simply start stovetop and finish in the oven. That would work as well. So I preheat the pan gently, and I'm going to put my oil over here. I'm very keen on the art of the leftover, so I tend to keep the stems of herbs, and right here I'm utilizing the stems of basil to flavor my oil. I don't need the leaves, the stems will provide me with great flavor, okay? I have some fresh thyme sprig. I have a large clove of garlic that I just simply split lengthwise. Okay, I have a serrano chili over here. This is optional. I tend to like a little bit heat on this dish, so I just simply gonna split lengthwise, but I will not separate. I'm gonna just kind of keep it together like so. You just cook like that, and one fresh bay leaves. Okay, so right here I have my confit oil, and here's the beginning of the process. I'm gonna move this to my right burner. I'm gonna start it out by coating both sides of the fish, but I'm going to keep the presentation side facing up. And here I have it. And this is the process of confiting, okay? Again, you notice that I'm going with very low heat because I don't want my oil to go no higher than 200 degrees. And I think this is perfectly appropriate. So right here, I'm gonna heat it up my pan for my compote. Medium heat, this pan is preheated, very important when you do any sauteing applications, heat it up your pan before you add your oil. Now I'm gonna go with my canola oil. I'm gonna allow the oil to heat it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna begin my preparation. I have yellow sweet onion, Spanish onions. I didn't do anything to this besides peel it and then go and julienne, okay? So I have plenty onions over here that I julienne earlier in the day, and I'm gonna start it out with that. I want to cook this onion, but I do not necessarily want to caramelize. I don't want a lot of color. I want it just to be nice and wilted, gently gold, but not completely brown. In my third pan, I have water, and this is gonna be for the cookery of my orzo pasta. I'm gonna cook just regular as pasta. I'm gonna use a lot of water. I'm gonna cook just a small batch. So I'm gonna have boiling water, nicely salted, and I'm gonna cook this pasta to al dente, okay? So I have several things going over here. I have canola oil that I'm utilizing on a dry heating method, which is my sauté. I have my canola oil that is freshly infused with some herbs and chili. See that some of the herbs are making the oil percolating, and the reason is the moisture. So I'm going to baste this fish a little bit, and I don't know if you can see from here, but just basting a little bit so you cook nice and even, and tremendous aroma. This is coming together really nice, okay? So right here I have my onions that is just now halfway cooked and is wilting and is not getting brown, which is a good thing. So right here I'm going to go with my sliced fennel. And again, I didn't do anything to the fennel except cut in half, clean the core, okay? And then just simply slice. That's about it. So now I'm going on my fennel, and my compote is on the way. A little bit more oil right now when it's necessary. In this dish, for example, if you are utilizing this compote to serve with the salmon that is being confit, could I utilize a little bit of that oil? For sure I could. You know, if I was going to make this compote to save for tomorrow and utilize with another dish, and then I wouldn't use the confit oil. But if I'm going to use just for this dish itself, I can definitely do that, okay? So this is a nice dish. It's a very simple dish, you know, healthy. You know, great omega-3s in the fish, great omega-3s in the oil. So the whole composition is going to come out together very nicely. My pasta is going to go in right now, okay? Again, this is just boiling salt to the water. I'm going to get a mixing bowl over here. I have some gorgeous heirloom tomatoes over here. So you can see several colors over here, several types. And I'm just going to use a piece of each. Here, just going to simply dice these tomatoes. And, you know, going to have not only a very fresh flavor, but going to have a great texture, great color. And you're going to finish this dish really, really well. My salmon should be almost done, which I'm going to bring the heat all the way to off. And I'm going to allow the fish to rest in the oil, okay? Compote is good, salmon good, pasta is cooking well. My tomatoes. I utilize a little bit of my fennel fronds as a herb. There is a little resemblance with a little bit of fresh dill, which I love this herb. I think works really well for this specific dish. Spinach, going to make a nice little tube, and I'm going to do what we call chiffonade. Just going to cut in long strings. Fresh parsley. Later on, I'm going to chop more parsley that are going to be a component on the compote. Okay? Lemon zest. And here is the pasta is ready to go. Okay? So I'm going to strain this. And I'm going to add while still warm. That way we'll wilt the tomatoes and will flavor itself on the herbs. Rest this. Beautiful color. Just a great pasta for that. Okay, compote's coming together. It's time to get my lemon juice. And lemon juice is an important component on this because you work with a lot of sweetness over there, and then you actually need that acid over there to bring some of those flavors up, okay? You're going to make really fresh tasting, and you're going to see that makes a lot of sense. My herbs. For this last step, you really don't need to chiffonade. You can pretty much kind of rough chop and then add to the dish. Lemon juice. So once you add the herbs and the lemon, then this really comes together. You can smell the acid. You can really feel the whole dish coming together over here, okay? So I'm about to present it. I have a nice platter over here. is a confit salmon in canola oil that is infused with herbs and chili, and fish high in omega-3, as well as the oil also high in omega-3, and is a delicious Orzo dish done with heirloom tomatoes of the season. Enjoy!